Who did it better? Deadpool? Wolverine? Collectors are saying I don't need another Wolverine in my collection. However, is this astonishing X-Men Wolverine the best Marvel Legends Wolverine action figure to date? Is it a significant upgrade from the recent best Wolverine action figure from the X-Men 97 wave? The answer to both questions is a resounding yes. Let's look into that in detail as I review the new Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine from the Marvel Celebrating 85 Years wave. The first head sculpt is a slightly neutral to somewhat upset facial expression. The eyes are inkjet printed. The length and shape of the hair and the facial features matches the art of John Cassaday. The blue tiger stripes are sculpted on. They're not your typical Wolverine wherein Hasbro just paints on the blue color. A big improvement is the shoulder pads are not attached to the arm. So when you move the arm, it does follow it a bit, but you can adjust it. Position it back to be on top of his arm. Similar to the Apocalypse, that's how that shoulder pad is. Articulating that arm though can leave a mark. As you can see here, there are paint transfers on his biceps. In the comments below, let me know if you are happy that Hasbro made this significant improvement, having the shoulder pads detach from his arms. Hasbro could have attached the shoulder pads to the top of the shoulder to prevent it from moving, but I really don't mind this because it still allows me to position it the right way. He has a tight belt, which is a separate piece. For the ab crunch, it is the same articulation with the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So he can crunch backward that much, he can crunch forward that much. Unfortunately, some of the blue paint are chipped off. For my figure, I noticed some paint smudges, especially for the blue paint, wherein it overlaps the sculpted details. Overall, the costume is spot on to his astonishing X-Men uniform. For accessories, he comes with a pair of closed fists with claws out. The claws are the nice ones wherein it's not flimsy. The problem though is when I submerge him in hot water, these claws started to become so loose. So when you heat up the figure, make sure to remove the closed fist hands with claws so that you won't encounter this problem. Without the claws, the holes are exposed besides a nicely painted silver cover for the claw holes. He comes with a pair of closed fist hands. This gives us a running total of 4 hands. All of his hands can hinge forward and back and can swivel. Removing it, one thing I noticed is the gloves is a separate plastic, a blue plastic. It's not painted on. He comes with a hand which is open palm hand. It can hinge forward and back. And he comes with a finger pointing hand. It has been a while since I read the Astonishing X-Men comics. I don't remember him pointing a finger, so I'm not sure what's the logic why Hasbro included a pointing finger hand. But it's a good inclusion. Now he can do a dance or some dance move. An added bonus, after giving us 6 hands, we have an alternate mask head. I'm glad Hasbro included this kind of facial expression wherein he's very angry and his teeth is out instead of keeping a neutral one. So it's more of a battle-like face. Black paint smudges towards the scope of the end of the mask. I'm not sure whether other Astonishing X-Men Wolverine figures have this kind of smudging. It's not noticeable from afar, it looks like a shadow underneath his mask. In the comments below, let me know, are you happy with the accessories included for this Wolverine, part of the celebrating 85 years of Marvel? Thank you for checking out this review. I hope you stick around for the second part.
I'm Tigernaut!
a new member of the Astonishing X-Men team to add to your Marvel Legends Astonishing X-Men display. The great thing about this is his body is not a repaint. It is a brand new sculpted body with the best articulation among all of your Marvel Legends Wolverine. So let's compare him side by side with the recently crowned the best Hasbro Marvel Legends Wolverine, the X-Men'97 Wolverine. In terms of sculpt, hands down, the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine is better because X-Men'97 is just a repaint of an existing body, an old body. The ab crunch of this new Wolverine is so good. It's just like the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man. So great range of articulation. Unlike this one which can only crunch forward and back, there is no swivel on his torso. The swivel is on his waist. The Astonishing X-Men does not seem to have a swivel on his waist. This belt is so tight though, so it's hard for me to peek and look whether it doesn't. He has a great range of articulation for his butterfly joints, and this time the shoulder pads are not attached to the arm. In some instances, the shoulder pads will still follow the movement of the arm, but you can easily move it to the right position. Unlike this X-Men'97 Wolverine, which is attached to his arms. And sometimes I forget to fix it properly, that his flesh is exposed. So when you move his arms, it just follows the arm. There's no way for you to position it. To demonstrate how Wolverine would look like when his arms are raised, here the shoulder pads are on the back. Here the shoulder pads are on the right position, on top of his shoulders. For the legs, this X-Men'97 Wolverine has a hidden lower calf swivel on the boot. This one does not have that swivel. It won't be necessary though. X-Men'97 claws are round in shape, unlike the Astonishing X-Men, which is like a knife. I'm not sure whether you can remove the claws of the X-Men'97. It really depends on your preference whether you like the knife-like. For moving his head up, he has a double dumbbell joint for Astonishing X-Men, unlike the X-Men'97, which still uses the old ball with a hinge. So this one can hinge up and down, and this has a great range. Doing a quick Kitbash with a different neck peg, the X-Men'97 head is loose on the Astonishing X-Men body. As expected, the shade of yellow won't match between the head and the Astonishing X-Men body. Same is true for the Astonishing X-Men head on the X-Men'97 body. This somewhat looks like a first appearance Wolverine, but with a different type of mask. With unmasked head, missing accessory is a cowl. We can try using the cowl from the other two Wolverines. Here is from the Love Triangle. The color yellow or the shade of yellow is different, of course, but we can try using it. We just simply place it in. See how lighter the yellow of the Love Triangle Wolverine is. It does stand out. It's really standing out. It's obvious that it's not the same type of yellow color. I assume the correct color for this would be black, because when I take a look at the mask head, there is a black paint underneath his chin. So I assume when you remove his mask and it becomes a cowl, that should be all black. For the X-Men'97 cowl, this is what it looks like. Still, the color yellow does not match. So it does stand out as being different from the Astonishing X-Men body. If you find the kit bash that I do very useful, hope you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Check out other reviews in the channel where I perform a similar and somewhat extensive kit bashes as well. Continuing the unmasked head kit bash, using the X-Men'97 head, the flesh tones won't match. The flesh tone of X-Men 97 is more of a cartoon-like. Too bad it's hard to use this head for other Wolverine body because this unmasked head is sculpted really well, especially the hair. Here is the battle damage head sculpt from the Love Triangle 3-pack. It can work. Here is the unmasked head from the Love Triangle 3-pack, which I never liked. I am not aware of any comic book art wherein Wolverine looks like this way. Look at how small this head is on that body, side by side with the Astonishing X-Men head. A big difference in size. Next up, we have the Return of Wolverine or the Hot Claws. This is one of the better screaming head Logan. In the description below, I will leave some links from Amazon for the action figures I've used in this video. Uncanny X-Men number 275 Team Uniform Wolverine has two unmasked head sculpts. Here is the neutral head sculpt. Though the hair is all wrong for the Astonishing X-Men costume, this is still a good Kitbash. Here is the other head wherein he is a little bit angrier or agitated, ready to fight. The flesh tones of course won't match, but that's all good. From afar it's not that noticeable. If you want to put a cowboy hat on his head, here is the Cowboy Logan from the Sabertooth 2-pack. Here we can use the pointing finger to tip his hat. Same is true for the alternate head. A good use of the pointing finger, tipping the hat of Logan. From all the Kitbash that I did, let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. If you are interested with more Wolverine action figure comparisons, I created a playlist wherein I did some comprehensive analysis comparing the claws, the costume, the articulation of Wolverine. I will also add a link to that playlist in the description below. I hope to hear from you in the comments of those reviews. Astonishing X-Men Wolverine comes in the rectangular box for the Marvel Legends series celebrating 85 years of Marvel. On one side is art taken from Astonishing X-Men number 7, so they isolated Wolverine from the team. From the back is art taken from Astonishing X-Men number 3. There is no read-up, you'll have to go to Hasbro Pulse. At the bottom, some warning and legalities. On top, celebrating 85 years of Marvel. I can't just praise enough Hasbro for moving away from those odd-shaped boxes. I'm glad they moved to this kind of box style wherein you can easily put the figure back. Behind the figure is the standard celebrating 85 years background in yellow with different logos from the popular characters of the Marvel Universe. From Hasbro Pulse America, the recommended retail price of this figure is $24.99 USD. For Australia, the recommended retail price is 50 AUD. In our shop, we sold this figure for 45 AUD. The Astonishing X-Men Wolverine action figure stands 15 centimeters or 5.9 inches tall. According to Marvel.com, the real height of James Howlett is 5 feet 3 inches tall. Hasbro Marvel Legends are 6-inch scale figures, comparing him to 1/12 scale Medicom toy Mafex, Brown costume Wolverine, and Psylocke. 6-inch scale loose collector ladies Darna and She. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I plan to review more loose collector ladies soon. To demonstrate how tall Astonishing X-Men Wolverine is beside an Iron Man, here we have the AI Iron Man, and the other side we have the 80 years anniversary Captain America. Side by side with Love Triangle, Cyclops, and Jean Grey. A popular character from the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, we have the all-new Wolverine Laura Kinney and X-Force X-23. The all-new Wolverine X-23 costume design resembles the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine costume. Are you surprised that Hasbro did not release any new X-23 in celebration of Wolverine's 50th anniversary? Let me know in the comments below. Going back to size comparison, I reviewed recently the swimsuit supermodel Warbird, and on the right is the Walgreens exclusive Moonstone. For some Wolverine size comparison, the Love Triangle Wolverine and the X-Men 97 Wolverine, the Cowboy Wolverine from the Sabretooth 2-pack, and the Uncanny X-Men 275 Team Uniform Wolverine. Figures I will review soon in my channel, please subscribe. She-Hulk and Iron Man Model 20. Movie figures I recently reviewed, hope you check out those reviews. We have Man-Thing and Venom from the Let There Be Carnage movie. 6-inch scale versus 7-inch scale figure comparison, Hasbro Marvel Legends Rogue and the Marvel Select Rogue. Hasbro Marvel Legends brand new Sabretooth and the Marvel Select 7-inch scale Sabretooth. Hasbro Marvel Legends Hulk from the 80 years anniversary of Marvel and the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select Hulk. For articulation, his head can move from side to side easily with no hindrance. He can look up that far. He can look down that much. His arms can extend that far. He can do a full 360 with the shoulder pads following and can sometimes hinder, but you can fix it into position. He has a butterfly joint right there. He has a bicep swivel right here. He has double jointed pinless elbows. He cannot reach much because of the short length of his arms. He has a wrist swivel right here and can hinge forward and back that far. He has an upper torso swivel. Same articulation with the Renew Your Bow Spider-Man. He can crunch forward that much. And he can crunch far back that much with a great range. He doesn't have a waist swivel. He can do a split. He has an upper thigh swivel right here. Double jointed pinless knees. He doesn't have a boot cut, so he can hinge his feet up and down, and he has an ankle rocker. My final thoughts. Indeed, the best there is for Hasbro Marvel Legends. This Wolverine has an updated articulation which matches the Renew Your Bow Spider-Man, not a lazy repaint. The lines of his costume is sculpted on and painted on. One minor thing is the blue paint applications. There are smudges and sometimes they don't hit the mark. Especially this is a sculpted figure. You can notice how the blue overlaps the yellow plastic. But overall, a must add to your collection. I know shipping from Australia to the US is expensive, so I left some Amazon links for the figures that I used in this video. Thank you for watching. If you found this review very useful, please leave this video a like, subscribe to my channel, check out my other reviews, comment and ring the notification bell. See you on the next one.